Okay. Chalo guys, let's start. Yeah, myself, Shekhar, mm, and I have in total more than 15 years of experience. Currently, I am working as a database architect in one of the organizations at Hyderabad, and I have experience in different database like SQL Server, Oracle, Teradata, Snowflake, Azure. So these are the expertise of my area, which includes like database development, administration, performance tuning, data warehousing, ETL process, etc. So this is my technical expertise. Out of this 15 years of experience, last 5 years I was worked in a on-site UK for the different customers over there, like a banking project or then health insurance project. So I worked for the multiple projects at UK. So this is my high level technical expertise, guys. Uh, chalo. Today we are here to discuss about the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse development sessions.
Shekhar, before get started, I have one
Mhm.
request. Is it possible to
Yeah.
move the classes from 6 to 7 a.m.?
Sorry.
Is it possible to move the class from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.?
Yeah. For now, we will go with the 6 a.m. For now, let's see in the future. For now, we will go with the 6 to 7 because my office timings. So based on my office timings, I am taking this class at 6 a.m. After this, I need to get ready and then go to the office. That's what I have taken. I am taking the sessions at 6 a.m. Okay. Yeah. Chalo guys, I am sharing my screen. Before going to share my screen, just anyone, if you have any knowledge, just can you let me know what is the meaning of uh, snowflake? I have not shared screen yet. Just let me know anyone what is snowflake. Anyone, whatever it is.
Yeah, Snowflake is like it's a cloud data warehouse. So
Okay.
we no need to have any hardware. We no need to maintain that one. So everything will be in the it will be maintained by the respective companies.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Others?
It's a platform as a service provided to us, and it is cloud-based storage for data analytics.
Okay. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. So as you guys mentioned, so Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of AWS on which is built on top of three cloud provider which are AWS, Azure, and then GCP. And Snowflake also can be called as a software as a services. Software as a services. Before going to see what is the meaning of before going to see what is the meaning of uh, cloud data warehouse, just we will try to understand what is the meaning of actual data warehouse meaning. What is the meaning of actual data warehouse? Guys, can you let me know what is data warehouse? Leave about cloud data warehouse, Snowflake and all. We will start from the very basic definition of the data warehouse. Can you let me know, guys, what is the meaning of data warehouse?
Yeah, data warehouse is nothing but it's an analytical database.
Okay.
Yeah, so mainly it will be used to analysis of some data or for business purposes. The data will be transformed from the transactional database through ETL.
Others?
Data warehouse, like where we store the transactional data to do some analysis uh, and store for a historical purpose.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, we will start. See, correct. As you mentioned, data warehouse is a first of all, data warehouse is it's a kind of one of the database, analytical database. Data warehouse is the type of analytical database which is majorly used to store the huge data for the purpose of analysis. See, data warehouse is also a type of a database which is used to do the analysis in a multi-dimensional way and to store the history of the data. And data will be stored from the different sources into a single data warehouse. Not only a transactional database, we can correct the data. Suppose let's consider if you take an example of e-commerce project like Amazon business. This I am taking example. This e-commerce business is executing from the different part of the globe, from the entire country. This Amazon business is executing in the all the countries of the globe. So Amazon business may be storing a data in a different databases. They may be storing a data in a SQL Server. They may be store the data in a Oracle. They may be store the data in the MS Access. They may be store the data in the file format. Now, Amazon senior leadership, they wanted to do the analysis on their entire business, not only on a single part of the country. Good morning. Sir, I am trying to speak, but here is some speaker issue. If you haven't considered, who is that? As a that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So as people, Amazon people store the data in a different sources and then different country. Different sources and then different country. If they wanted to do the analysis on their business, entire business data, they can't able to do the analysis on their entire data because the data is available in the different source systems and then different locations. Now, if they wanted to do the analysis on their entire data, then what they need to do? They need to bring their entire first they need to bring the entire business data from the different sources and then convert all the sources into a single format and then load the data into a one central system. That is the data warehouse. Not only from a transactional database, you can collect the data from the different source systems and transform the data into the same format, single format. What is the target? Target is the example SQL Server data warehouse. According to the SQL Server data warehouse, you can transform the data and then load the data into the SQL Server data warehouse. So once you have a data in a SQL Server data warehouse, then they can able to do the analysis on their business data and then compare the business data. If they want, they can able to generate the reports on top of the SQL Server data warehouse. Like this, suppose let's consider here. Suppose let's I have taken a retail business, Hyderabad Central or Bangalore Central. We have store one and then store two. Store one data is going to store in the database. Store two data is going to store in the files. Okay. Now the data is available in a different systems, different sources, and then different locations. Different locations. If they wanted to do the analysis on their, if they wanted to do the analysis on their entire business data, they can't able to do now because the data is available in the multiple places. Guys, let me know if the data is available in the different places. Is it possible to do the business on? Is it possible to do the analysis on entire business data?
No.
No, because see, so here you have a data from the one region, you have a data from the other region. So you can able to do the analysis from this database only from this region. So here you have a data from the other region. So you can able to do the analysis on only from that region. If you wanted to do the data analysis and then make some decisions on their business data means you want to collect this entire data and then transform this data into a single format and then load the data into a single place. So from here you can do the your data analysis and then generate the reports. For that, wherever you have a data in the different system to collect that entire data from the different system, you will be using any ETL tool. ETL tool may be anything according to your company. Whatever the tool is using, suppose let's consider Talent, Informatica, okay, Metallion, SSIS. So we have a lot many ETL tools. ADF is also ETL tool. According to your company, so whatever the technologies are using in your company, so they can use the ETL tool and then extract the data from the different data sources and then transform. What is the meaning of transformations, guys? What is the meaning transformations? What is the meaning of transformations? Am I audible?
Yeah, transformations is nothing but if you want to make some changes in the source data while loading into the target data. Like something, like if you want to change something format, or if you want to add some extra to the actual source data, during transformations, it will get, you can change it.
Change means
For example, let's say in the source data, the date is in DDMONYYYY format. But in the target data, we want only, we want in DDMMYYYY format. In that case, we can apply that format and in the ETL process, it will get changed and load into the database. That transformation.
Okay. That is a one kind of transformation. Another still we have a still we can do the a lot of things with the transformations. Others, I heard there are ETL developers in this session. What is transformations? Guys,
Yes, Shekhar. Transformation can be like converting the data into the required format. Can be an aggregation, can be a scrubbing, can be a cleanup, I mean null handling, can be anything.
okay. Yeah. See, usually transformations means we have a lot many things in the transformations, not only limited to the couple of things. You can do the S as your friend mentioned. So you can convert the data. You can convert the data from one format into other format, or else see transformations means what? According to your business requirements, you are applying some conditions on top of your source data, and then after that condition, whatever the resultant data, that is going to load into the target table. Transformations means you can do the like data quality, data enrichment, okay, data filtering. So we have data conversion, data merging, we have lot many things. So according to the requirements, you can perform the condition. You can apply conditions on your source data and then load the final data into the target table. Here in this example, you have a data in SQL and you have a data in file. Okay, you need to convert these two data into a single format by using ETL tool and then load the data into the SQL Server data warehouse. So here transformation is you are converting a data into a, so this is the file data and loading a data into the SQL data warehouse. This is the database data and loading a data into the SQL Server data warehouse. You are transforming into the you are transforming the data into the SQL Server data warehouse. Once the data is available in your data warehouse, especially yes, data warehouse is used to store the huge data and majorly to do the analysis in a multi-dimensional way. Why? What is the difference between the database and the data warehouse, right? What is the difference between database and the data warehouse? Why can't we store this data into the database? Even data warehouse is also a database. Then why we have two things, data warehouse and the database? Guys, hello, am I audible?
Yes, Shekhar.
Yeah, my question is, why can't we load this data into the normal database? Why specifically we need to load into the data warehouse?
So data warehouse is OLAP processing and normal database is OLTP processing.
What
So
is that OLTP, OLTP?
so it's a day by day we have to transaction, that is OLTP.
Okay.
And OLP is just for analysis purpose. So we have to store huge amount of data.
Okay, that's fine. One thing, in OLTP also we have a tables. In OLAP also we have a tables. So
Yes.
you can store this data into the OLTP also, na? Why are you storing into OLAP? See, in OLAP also, end of the day, Rekha madam, just try to respond here. End of the
Yes,
day, in OLAP and then OLTP, in the both the things, we have a tables and then we are going to load the data into the tables only, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Then
Okay.
why do
Yeah.
we specifically require data warehouse? See, we have a OLTP, there also you have a tables, there also you can able to load the data. Just you can increase the uh, like your database size, your data files, those things, whatever you have a database in the OLTP. Maybe it is limited to the according to your uses, but as data warehouse we are talking about the use data, little bit increase your data file and then load the data. Na? Why are you going for the OLTP, OLAP? Just I want to understand.
Yes. In this scenario, what happened in OLTP or normal databases, if we are increase our volume or increase our storage, so we have to pay the money, huge amount of money. But in cloud database and this
Not leave about the cloud. Now we are normal data warehouse. Leave about the cloud. Now just we are in a very introduction session of the data warehouse.
See what I can say is data warehouse is also a database. So only difference why we mention is a OLTP and OLAP just to differentiate the different types of databases. In data warehouse we'll have the tables will be like a dimensions and facts. Like dimensions means it will have only the it stores the data like constants like a name, something like that. But
Madam, dimensions and then facts are used in the data warehouse. That is okay. Dimensions tables are the like child tables and then fact tables are the parent tables in the data warehouse. Yes or no?
yes, yeah.
The same thing we have a concept in the OLTP. Master table, child table. There you are using a master table. There you are pronouncing master table, parent table. or master
Okay,
table.
so you are asking like why we are named it as a data warehouse. We can call it as a OLTP database. That's what your question is, right?
No, my just I want to bring the major difference between the, I want to make you understand major difference between the OLTP and the why are you especially choosing the OLAP when it comes to the this data warehouse. Just I want to make you understand very clearly and highlight the exact point why we are going to choose the OLAP. Even though we have a OLTP, there we are going to store the data into the tables also. So that is what my intention. That's it.
Okay,
I'm
okay, I
going to
got it. Yeah. So for example, let's say we have an OLTP database and the actual regular process will be happening there. At the same time, in the same transactional database, if you perform some analysis, there will be a performance issue. The huge load will be there on the database. So it will impact the regular transactional process. So that's why it's better to have a different database for our analytical purpose.
Okay, Rekha madam, you mentioned as there are regular transactions are happening into the OLTP, and if you use that OLTP for the analysis purpose, there is a burden to the OLTP, and if we see the performance issue, so that I am going to the OLTP. That is your answer, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, OLTP we have a, let's mention OLTP we have a server 1. Okay, let's mention. Here you can do the replica as a OLTP server 2, and then you can do the data warehouse concepts on OLTP 2 or server 2 na. Then where see your OLTP server is server 1 now. You can made so you can apply some replica concepts and made it as a server 2, and then do your data warehousing on the server 2. Then why are you going with the server 1?
Yes,
Yes.
Shekhar, that's the limitation with the existing database. So that replica is like again you have to create a new instance of the tables. So that is the current drawback with the.
That's fine. That's fine. See, that is what. If you dig into the things, we will get the n number of answers. Exactly why we are going to choose the OLAP system for the data warehouse means major. See, you guys, we all are having lot of experience, but we forget major difference here. See, actually, in OLAP, we are going to handle the huge terabytes of data, and comparing to the OLTP, in OLAP, we will be having a n number of columns, 500 columns, 1000 columns in a tables. Now, what happens? Suppose same concept in whatever you are going to use the tables and then loading the huge data into the OLAP. If you use the same concept in the OLTP, the major difference between the OLTP and then OLAP, in OLTP, you will be having a n number of tables. In OLAP, you will be having a limited number of tables. In OLAP, as your tables as having a n number of tables by applying a normalization techniques. In OLAP, you are applying a denormalization technique. If the data is if you have a n number of tables and then you have a huge data in the n number of tables, while retrieving a data from the n number of tables, it will kill the performance. It will kill the performance. That is a major difference. So in the OLAP, maximum they are going to reduce the number of tables, and then maximum number of columns are going to create in the one table. If possible, try to bring the data from the only one table from the data warehouse. That is a major difference. Do you know guys this difference? Yes or no? Guys.
I know like a data warehouse will have the huge volume of data, but the limitation perspective, I'm not sure like what is the limit in the OLTP, like that the high level.
See OLTP, that is what. See in OLTP, Rekha madam, we are going to apply a normalization techniques. So by applying a normalization techniques, we are going to create the n number of tables and then maintain the cardinality between the each table. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And if the data is huge in the OLTP, if the data is huge in the OLTP, And then if you are making a joins between the n number of tables, and then you are dealing a terabytes of data while bringing a data from the multiple tables, obviously it is going to kill. Obviously it is going to kill the your performance of your SQL. This is clear or not clear?
No, this is not clear for me. That's what I'm asking. Why it will kill in OLTP? Why not in OLAP?
That's fine. I will tell you.
Okay.
1 second. I will tell you. Suppose my screen is visible, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Where is chart? Okay. See, Rekha madam, in OLTP, you will be having a huge tables. Yes or no?
Correct, yeah.
Huge tables. If you see the data in the OLTP tables, there will be a limited data like 2 millions, 3 millions, 4 millions, like that. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So let's consider you have a these many number of tables in your OLTP. OLTP. Now you want to generate even on top of OLTP tables also you can generate the reports, right? You can generate the dashboards. Yes or
Correct,
no?
yeah. Yes.
Now what I mean to say in OLTP tables, these are the OLTP tables, and you are making a join between the one table to other table. Yes or no? To bring the
Yeah.
data and then to generate the reports. What I mean to say, here suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tables are there. 6 tables
Mhm.
are there. And then each table will be having a around some 10 millions of records. 10 millions.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a limitation I am telling 10 millions. Each table are having a 10 millions. That's
Mhm.
maximum. Maximum we have a 10 millions in this tables. Okay. And while bringing the data from the each table, and you are doing a joining, and then bring the data from the each column. As you have a very limited data here in OLTP system, and your OLTP system configuration is also very small compared to your OLTP system. While dealing with the small set of data, and then you are doing a joining on the multiple tables, that is well and good, and you can able to bring the data very easily, and then within the fraction of seconds. And think that in each and every table you have a terabytes of data. Now, suppose same thing, let's consider you have a data warehouse concepts, and you are going to store the data, terabytes of data in the tables, and then bring the data from the other table, bring the data from the joining the tables from multiple tables, and you are bringing the data from the other table. As your data is having a huge data, and you are making a multiple joins, and then bringing that data means automatically it will kill the performance issue, Rekha madam, right? In OLTP system, yes, we will be having a limited data, because the concept we have a data archival in the OLTP system. Once 1 year or 2 years are completed, automatically we are going to do the data archival in the OLTP, and then we will keep the latest data in the OLTP systems. And
Okay.
you are making a joins on the n number of levels using the data. Now what we will do? So this is the OLTP system, and then data is going to store in the multiple tables. In coming to the OLTP system, what you will do? You are going to combine the same data. 1 second. you are going to combine same data into the, you have 6 tables over in OLTP, then you are going to load the data into the 3 tables. Out of these 6 tables, you may be having around 900 columns in the six tables. You are going to store that entire data into the 3 tables, and you are keeping a major columns in the 1 table or 2 tables. And majorly in the data warehouse, as you are going to generate the reports on top of your tables, while transforming a data from each table, while transforming a data from the each table from the OLTP to data warehouse, whatever the calculations, whatever the requirements you wanted to do in while doing a ETL operations itself, you will do the all the calculations, you will do the all the aggregations, and then load the data into the data warehouse. And then in this data warehouse, you will be having a limited tables, and then aggregated whatever you do the calculations before loading the data into the data warehouse tables, you will do with the ETL tool while extracting the data from the source tables, and then load the data into the target tables. Now, majorly in the data warehouse, now you will be having a very less table, that is a denormalization form. Then here you have your in OLTP will apply a normalization forms. In the data warehouse, you will be applying a denormalization forms. Nothing but a number of tables will be very less, and the number of columns in the tables are very high, and then data is also huge in the OLTP. So maybe you may be using a only one table while generating the data, because you are combining a logic from all the tables and bringing the data and then loading the data into a single table, and you are merging all these tables into a single table, and all the columns are available in the single table itself. Now, according to your requirement, you will work on the single table and then generate your reports based on the requirement. That is the major difference between the OLAP and then OLTP. Now, tell me, guys, is it clear or not clear?
Yeah, it's clear, but only thing is it's depend. I mean, it's only due to the system configurations, right? Because in OLTP we have some limited storage, and but in OLAP we have large storage. That will be the main difference, right?
Main difference. We are configuring the system because of the requirements. Yes, OLTP, we are getting a transactions. And loading the transactions in the system. So that as this is the OLTP system, we are making the configurations according to that. Yes, we are working on the data warehouse, as we are going to deal with the very large set of data, so that we are going to do the configuration like that. Yes, OLTP, we are storing a less data, and we are storing a data into the multiple tables. That's what we are going to configure, Rekha madam, like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Clear or any doubts? It's still
Yeah, it's clear now.
others. Others.
Yes, my side is clear.
Others. Chalo. So this is the data warehouse. This is just without understanding the basic implementation definition of the data warehouse, then this is difficult to proceed further. Though this is a basic definition of the data warehouse. Now we'll discuss about the what is traditional data warehouse. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse, that's fine. Before the cloud, we have a traditional data warehouse, right, guys? Yes or no? Before the cloud, we have a traditional data warehouse, right? On-prem servers, on-prem data warehouse. What is the meaning of on-prem data warehouse or traditional data warehouse? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of traditional data warehouse or on-prem servers? On-prem servers. Getting or not
The server
getting?
which the servers which are installed at the client location.
The servers which are installed at client location. Even your cloud server is also created at client location, na? See, you are working for the one project. Huh? Okay. You are working for the one project, any healthcare project. Okay. And that even your snowflake environment is created at client place only, na? Rekha madam, yes or no?
Client place.
See, client place means suppose see you currently suppose I am working for the Lights Bank. I am working for the Lights Bank project, which is a largest bank at the UK. Okay.
Hmm.
As you are working for the Lights Bank, so your project is Lights Bank, okay, and then you are working in a Snowflake environment. Now that Snowflake environment has created in UK only, and which is a client related, not in a your company related. Yes or no?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what. See, everything is one of your friend has mentioned that on-prem servers means which are created with the customer place in customer place. That's okay. That's fine. I want to understand what exactly the on-prem servers. Now we are talking about the cloud data warehouse. Before the cloud, we have a on-prem servers, on-prem data warehouse. I want to understand what is the
Oh.
meaning of on-prem. Yes or no, Rekha madam? Now we have a cloud data
So
warehouse, Azure, GCP, AWS, everything. The world is new. Before
the
this,
on-prem servers means each client will have one server, different servers, and it will be maintained by the company itself. And also there will be only 1 or 2 copies of the data because they can't maintain the multiple servers, right? But cloud means it's a different. So for all, it will have only one. I mean, it will be maintained by Amazon.
it will be maintained by
Sorry.
in cloud means it will be maintained by.
For AWS means it will be maintained by Amazon, or GCP means it will be maintained by Google, like that. The companies who created this as something like that. And the main difference is like, for example, if we have any issue in our on-prem servers, then it's very difficult to get back the data. But servers means, cloud servers means they'll have multiple copies. Maybe in another region also they'll have a replica of that. So that if there are any issue in the one server, we can get the data from the other regions.
That's fine. Chalo, I am going to bring the what exactly on-prem server. See, simple. Before cloud era, before cloud world, we have a on-prem servers. On-prem servers nothing but everything is physical components. If you want to maintain your data in your on-prem servers, your organization need to maintain your organization need to build the initially hardware components and then start maintaining your servers. Yes or no, guys? Everything is
Yes.
physical components. That is the 1 second. Where is it? Yeah. Everything is, see, suppose if your organization wanted to maintain your data warehouse in the on-prem servers, which is in a SQL server, so they need to maintain initially they need to buy and then configure the hardware resources, and they need to maintain the hardware. They need to maintain the on-prem server. They need to buy a SQL server software, build the SQL Server software, and then update the patches if there are any, and then they need to buy hardware resources, RAM, CPUs, motherboard, and then storage devices, etc. Build the hardware resources. To maintain all these things, to maintain this on-prem servers, you need a number of DBS and then you need a number of IT engineers. Yes or no, guys? This is on-prem servers according to me. You agree or no?
Yeah, we do agree.
Correct. On-prem servers nothing but nothing. Here also you are going to maintain your business data. Here also you are going to maintain your business data in the servers. But Here there are limitations, there are a lot of challenges, there are human resources are required, and there is a always maintenance is required in the on-prem servers. See, here is also, this is a cycle, data warehouse. You have it, these are the data source systems, and you will collect you will connect the ETL tool and then bring the data and then load the data into your on-prem server data, SQL Server data warehouse. Daily you are bringing the data from the data sources and then loading the data into your on-prem data warehouse. And you are configuring based on the analysis, you are configuring your hardware resources, 100 TB, 1000 TB of your storage disk, and then your hardware resources, everything. See, daily to monitor your ETL batch jobs, we should be requiring ETL developers. If something happens, if your hardware resources are not working properly, then you need a maintenance and then you need the IT engineers. If any storage related issues, if the storage disk, your data file is exceeded, whatever the data files are mapped to your disk or drives, those become a full. In that scenario, again your DBS are required. DBS need to monitor your on-prem data warehouse. If the storage disk is full, again they need to maintain your database and then maintain your data warehouse. Increase the space of your data warehouse. Like that, if there are any issues with the hardware resources, if the hardware resources are becoming outdated, see, gradually the number of users will be increased, the number of operations will be increased. So whenever the requirements are increased, automatically your existing hardware resources are becoming outdated. Yes or no, guys? Whenever hardware resources are becoming outdated, your data warehouse responding will become a very slow. Whenever your data warehouse response will become a very slow, users will start to escalate on your issue. I am not earlier I was able to get the 1000 records within a second. Now same data I am trying to pull from the data warehouse. It is taking a 5 minutes. I can't able to sit in front of your data warehouse long time because your data warehouse is giving a trouble for me. I can't able to spend much time because of it is becoming very slow. And sometimes if storage disk is 1000 TB, if this 1000 TB is full, 1000 TB is became a full. So in that scenario, for even single record also, your data warehouse will not respond, guys. Suppose you are pulling a data, select star from payment table where payment ID equal to this. So for this single record also, your data warehouse become a data warehouse will go into the infinite loop because of the your hardware resources are becoming outdated. So these many things, these are the things we have a lot of challenges. These are the things we have a lot of challenges. Hardware resources are becoming outdated. Then you need to monitor, you need to upgrade, and then start working with the your data warehouse. Your ETL backups are failing, then ETL developers need to be available, and then your storage disk is going to full, then your DBS need to involve. So overall, with the on-prem servers, we have a lot many challenges and a lot of limitations. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Others, do you
Yes,
agree with me?
yeah, exactly.
Do you agree with me? Whatever we are discussing, so we have a challenges with on-prem servers. Yes or no? I need a response, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So with the existing on-prem servers, market has become a frustrated, and then they are started to invent the alternate approach to the this on-prem servers. So only we got the Snowflake cloud data warehouse. Snowflake has built inbuilt. Snowflake has provided the inbuilt facility. Snowflake has provided the inbuilt facility that Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse has built on top of these three cloud providers. this is Snowflake has built on top of these three cloud products, and then start using the Snowflake. Why this Snowflake has built on top of these three cloud products means why Snowflake? First of all, Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse which is built on top of these three AWS, GCP, and then Azure. And this Snowflake also can be called as a software as a service. Now, can you tell me if anyone knows the answer? Why this Snowflake has built on top of these three cloud products? Any idea? So first of all, Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. I am going to explain what is the meaning of cloud data warehouse, what is the meaning of software as a services. We will discuss one by one. And majorly, this is Snowflake. This is the new thing we are seeing. This is the new thing. The Snowflake cloud data was built on top of these three cloud products. May you know the reason why they have built this cloud data was on top of these three cloud products? Any idea, guys?
Currently, these three platforms is getting used most of the organization, and to get the data from all these platform, Snowflake would be a very easy tool for that.
That is okay. That is okay. That is okay. My question is, if you Snowflake is built on these three cloud products, that is why they have built on these three cloud products. That is my question. I am going to tell you. Already established data centers are available with the AWS, GCP, and then Azure. This Snowflake is not going to maintain the separate data centers. Snowflake has started the collaboration with the AWS and then GCP and then Azure. Snowflake is utilizing the services of the these three cloud products and then working closely with the those three cloud products. Whatever the data you are going to store in the Snowflake, that data is going to store in the these three. If your company is working with the combination of Snowflake AWS, then data is going to store in the AWS. If your company is going to work with the combination of Snowflake and then Azure, then data is going to store in the Azure. Already Azure has established a data centers across the globe. Instead of building the Snowflake their own data centers, investing the time, investing the money, and starting the own infrastructure. Instead of that, they are utilizing the existing services and then start working on the cloud data warehouse. That is what this Snowflake data warehouse has built on top of these three cloud data warehouse. What is the meaning of data centers, guys? Why do we need multiple data centers? I can say, suppose I will say example. I will say example. I am working for the pharmacy project. I am working for the project. That is an Indian project. And people used to say my data center is available in the Mumbai and then Hyderabad. Two data centers are available for my project or for my database. What is the meaning of data center? Rekha madam.
Yeah, it's a place where we'll have the physical servers.
Physical servers and physical data. Why do we need to maintain the multiple data centers? It's cost based, na? Cost based. Same data you are going to store in the multiple data centers. Right?
Yeah, same data only. Yeah.
See what I mean to say, I am working for the pharmacy project. That is purely Indian based project, and only Indian people are using that product. And my project data centers are available in the two places. One is Hyderabad, one is some Bangalore, Chennai. That's okay. Why we need to maintain the two data centers for the same data, same database? Any idea, guys? Others, not only Rekha madam.
Yeah, one thing is for easy accessing. For example, the one who are
No. Let me
Safety and
disaster recovery.
security.
Do you know what is the meaning disaster recovery?
yes, yeah.
There are two reasons. One is disaster recovery, and the second request response. If people from
No.
the different
Majorly disaster recovery. Disaster recovery. See, it's a data center one, data center two. You are always working with the data center one. if something happens to the data center 1 on the fraction of second, your application is going to switch to the data center 2, and then it is not going to stop your work, and it is not going to give the trouble to the any of the users. That's why, for safer side, they are going to maintain the multiple data centers. Yes, this is cost based, but comparing to the cost, data is precious. Data is very precious, crucial. So that we will be having a multiple data centers. If Asian continent data center is going to give the trouble, and then they are going to switch the data center which is nearby to the next data center, Europe data center, like that. That's why they are going to maintain the multiple data center. Disaster recovery. Data is very precious. Data is very valuable. If something happens to the single record, then you are going to lose the millions of revenue. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
So already AWS and then GCP and then Azure, they have established their own data centers across the globe. So this Snowflake has made the collaboration with them, and then whatever you are going to store the data into the Snowflake, that data is going to store into that particular cloud provider. So that Snowflake is going to get the benefit from these cloud products. That's why Snowflake has built on top of these 3 cloud products. Now, I am going to start the discussion with what is the meaning of cloud data warehouse, and what is the meaning cloud? What is the meaning cloud? So we are saying cloud data warehouse, cloud. First of all, what is the meaning cloud? Cloud. See, here Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. If you talk about the meaning cloud, to work with the Snowflake cloud data warehouse, to work with the Snowflake cloud data warehouse, you never use any software, you never use any hardware resources. You just need an active internet connection. You just need a working any web browser, Chrome, Mozilla, Edge, etc. That's why we can call it as a cloud. Cloud means you are using a internet, you are using a just web browser, and then log in into your Snowflake account and start working with your cloud data, Snowflake cloud data. That's why the meaning cloud. Cloud means what? You are using an internet, you are using a web browser to work with your cloud data. That's why the meaning cloud. If you are talking about the meaning, what is the meaning of cloud data means? Yes, we have a lot many things. Software. This is Snowflake. Snowflake can be called as a software as a service because there is no hardware to install, configure, or manage the servers. In this cloud data warehouse, suppose you are loading a data daily, not only you, n number of users are loading a data into the cloud data warehouse, and it is occupying a terabytes of data. No, there are no physical components. There is no limitations. There is a scalability. There is a scalability in the cloud data warehouse. How much data you are going to load the data into the cloud data warehouse? It is going to provide that much of storage space to the particular request. That is the meaning. There is no hardware to install or configure the server. There is no limitations, guys. There is no limitations. There is no like storage space is full 1000 TB. No, how much data you are going to load daily, based on that automatically the storage capacity is going to expand, and there is no limitations on the hardware resources, CPU, memory. No, according to your request, according to the number of users, according to the load to your cloud data warehouse, automatically. So here in the cloud Snowflake cloud data warehouse, hardware resources are provided virtually, not in a hardware resources here. Everything is virtually according to your requirement, according to your business requirement, according to the number of users, are loading the data, or what is that? Number of users are providing the number of requests to the data warehouse. According to that, the hardware resources are going to expand. There is no limitations on the hardware resources also. There is no meaning in the cloud data warehouse that due to this limitations of hardware resources, due to this limitations of storage disk, your data warehouse is going to slow down. No, there is no limitations. Completely, this is scalability, elasticity, and here in the Snowflake cloud data warehouse, storage component and then hardware resources they are working separately. There is no dependency between the one component to other component. They are the individual body. They have decoupled. They have decoupled. Nothing but they have separated. Storage is something else, and hardware resources is something else. They are working separately. That is the one of the advantage. And see, there is virtually no software to install, configure, or manage. You just need a internet. You just need a web browser, and then start working in the your Snowflake cloud database. You never require any software. You never require any hardware resources. Ongoing maintenance, management, upgrades, and tuning are handled by the Snowflake only. Snowflake has introduced the features in such a way that you no need to apply any performance optimization techniques. Automatically, it will take care. In rare cases, you need to touch your code and then modify and then create some clustering keys. Apart from that, by default, the architecture, the data storage, the data retrieval, the maintenance, they have designed their architecture in such a way that you can able to bring the data in a fraction of second. You can able to see the very good performance comparing to the your on-prem servers. So this is all about the just I have given the just introduction about the your what is the meaning of basic data warehouse, what is the meaning of on-prem servers, what is the meaning of a Snowflake cloud data warehouse. So this is the just introduction session of your today's session, guys. Now tomorrow we will discuss the what are the lot many things are there, lot many things are there as part of the slide. And then yes, uh, one second. This is my syllabus. This is my core syllabus. Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse Development Sessions. I am going to cover all the sessions in 30 to 40 sessions daily. I will be having a 1 hour, mostly in the working days. Yeah. So along with the course, daily I am going to provide the material, course material, and then course this FAQs, frequently asked questions in the market, and then what are the code I am going to execute. Everything I am going to share it with you. This is about today's discussion, guys. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me, so that we will continue with the tomorrow. Lot many things are there. We have a good futures to discuss, and how the opportunities are there in the Snowflake, and how is the market in the Snowflake. Everything we will discuss tomorrow.
Yes,
Uh, uh,
Shekhar, I have two questions. First one is about how Snowflake is a competitor to the existing players like Oracle and Teradata. They also started launching their cloud versions like Oracle Cloud and Teradata Vantage. So, how this new database is a competitor for those two main other vendors?
uh, Actually, you mentioned Oracle and then Teradata Cloud. I need to go through the features which are available in the those clouds. But as per my knowledge, Snowflake, because I am working in the Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, this Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse has introduced the features like very good, beautiful features which are not available in any other technologies. That's why the market is switching from the other data warehouse to this Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse, guys. Now we have a huge demand in the market of this Snowflake Cloud Data Warehouse. That's what I can able to say.
And the second question is about like in Oracle, we have something called PLSQL. So, even in Snowflake, do we have that?
Yes. Here also you have a cursors. Here also you have stored process. Yes.
Will it be covered in this training?
That is
PLSQL.
coming under SQL, na? So how you are going to write a stored process in your Oracle SQL server? But yes, just I will introduce, but I don't take separate classes on the SQL part in the Snowflake. I am going to cover core Snowflake concepts. I am going to cover core Snowflake concepts.
I mean, PLSQL is not covered in this training.
I will introduce. I will give the explanation on the stored process and function, but I don't touch the most and major concepts of the SQL, because the number of sessions and the duration will be increased. Because that's what who knows the SQL? then it will become easy for them. If you don't know the SQL, I can suggest learn the SQL and then come to Snowflake like that. Any other questions, guys?
So
Yeah.
which cloud the Snowflake is used widely for integration edge area or Snow?
Can you
Azure or
can you
AWS?
can you repeat once again?
With which cloud the Snowflake is used? Azure or GCP or AWS? Widely used.
Actually, as per my experience, I see in many of the project AWS with the Snowflake.
Okay.
So it's like why one will choose Snowflake instead of the actual data center. So for example, my organization is using AWS. So why can't I use the AWS data center? Why I'll choose a Snowflake for that?
No, Snowflake has built on top of the AWS so that this Snowflake has chosen the AWS, because Snowflake has not maintaining the separate data centers. They are rely on those cloud providers. Those that they choose to work on the combination, either AWS Snowflake or GCP Snowflake or Azure Snowflake. You are not going to choose AWS. Snowflake has chosen the other cloud providers to store the Snowflake data to utilize the infrastructure of their AWS data centers.
AWS also has the data. AWS also has a data warehouse, right? Or it doesn't.
AWS is also having a database. That's why. But here is this Snowflake is rely on the AWS data centers. That's why you choose to work on the AWS with the combination of Snowflake.
Disaster recovery is the main purpose of Snowflake.
One second. This Snowflake is a separate cloud data warehouse. AWS is a separate cloud data warehouse. But the thing is, internally how the data is storing is they are dependent on the other cloud providers. Snowflake. That's why the combination you are going to work. And they have provided Snowflake has provided the options to load the data. Suppose if the data is available in the on-prem servers, if you wanted to load the data into the Snowflake, then you will load the data into the AWS. From there you can load the data into the Snowflake. So that is a facility they have provided. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Guys, if you have any questions, then you can ask, or else we will end the session for today, and then we will meet tomorrow morning. Make sense?
AWS has a Redshift, right? As a database. Like, so instead of using that Redshift, we use Snowflake as a data warehouse. Due to this reason only, this can integrate with multiple cloud like AWS, GCP, and Azure. We are using this. Uh, uh, Snowflakes only, or why you are not like? I just wanted to understand the clear difference between Redshift. Why we are not using Redshift instead of Snowflakes?
Yeah, I understood. I have see we have a advantage. We have a lot of advantage from the Snowflake comparing to the Redshift. I have prepared some strengths actually. I will get that points and I will let you know guys tomorrow on that Redshift actually. We have a lot of strengths comparing to the lot of strength in the Snowflake comparing to the Redshift. I will let you know by tomorrow. Is that fine?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I have prepared the clear documentation on that. Right now, I am unable to capture that one. Okay, I will let you know by tomorrow. I have, I will let you know tomorrow. Okay. Any other questions?
So are we going to cover data pipeline also in Snowflake?
Data pipeline, what is a data pipeline? Can you tell me once again?
So where we have data coming from the different sources and we need to stream the data to the external source for data validation.
Yeah, we are going to cover that the data which is available in the files, and we are going to place in the AWS S3, and then from the AWS S3 we are going to load into the Snowflake target tables. Yes, we are using.
And this you're going to take classes on Saturday also, or it is only the weekdays?
Majorly on working days only, guys. Done? Or still you have any questions? Rekha madam.
After course completion, do we get any job referrals with this?
Job reference, see, at that time, if I have any requirement with any friends, I can refer, but I can't give the assurance on that. We are not into that. We are not into that consulting. See, if I personally, if I at that time, if I come to know any openings with any friends, then just boss, this is the requirement you have. You can forward the resume to this person, like that I can say. But I officially I can't assure you that we are going to refer your profile to the requirements.
Okay.
It's that depends at that time.
So what is the difference between data lake, Databricks, and the Snowflake? Are they not the same thing or they are different things?
We are having a different difference between data lake and the Databricks and the Snowflake. We'll discuss tomorrow on that, because it takes little bit, minimum 10 minutes on that. Okay. Chalo guys. Any other high level doubts? If you don't have any doubts, then we'll end the session for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you.